Hello, my name is Cark82 and welcome back to our Multiblock Madness series. I am just getting everything that we're going to need for the Infinity Catalyst. I just started some runes of air, 3,000 runes of air, so that can be working while I am over here trying to make recipes for all the cosmic meatball food craziness. So all these things, I gotta do recipes for all these things. I haven't spent any time with food in this pack. So I think a lot of this is just recipes. I hope, but we shall see. But as we can see, my working perfect over there. We got 4 runes of air going on at once. So we'll just let that run, and then I'm gonna start making some recipes. Also, I saw or heard that if you do a conduit in between, it should work instead of the thing directly on it. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Yeah, it's still no charge. Not entirely sure. But oh, that did say output there for a second. I don't know. I kind of want to just test it to see if I put something in there, is that going to work? I don't know. Because we need the 4 neutronium and the 1 infinity catalyst. I don't know if... I've never used this fusion reactor, so I don't know if it is not getting power, or do you actually have to put the recipe in it for it to charge up, kind of thing. I have no idea. Because normally that'd fill up. Although that 2.4, isn't that like max? I don't know. We'll see when we get to that. We're not quite there yet. Because I need to actually get this Infinity Catalyst. Maybe we will worry about that when we get to it. So, most of the stuff we can already craft up, which is good. I don't know. Nah, I'll leave all the infinite singularities in the thing. I'll leave all those in that chest down there just so I can keep track of this when I am crafting up everything that we need. We do need 23. I want to say it's 23. I think we're basically going for the tank, the creative tank, if I remember correctly. So obviously there's 8 infinity there, and then each one of these is, there's 12 of those, so that's 20. And then we need, all right, yeah, 8, and then there's 12, so there's 20. Where's the 23 coming from? I know, I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that it was 23, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know. Is it 21? Maybe it's 21. 8 of those, and then, yeah, those, and then we melt down 1 ingot. Is it 21? It might be 21. Yeah, we melt down a infinity ingot, and then we put that in the creative tank. Maybe I need less than I was thinking. Maybe it's 21. Gotta double check on that, but just looking, it's not popping out that I need 23. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna continue crafting those up, like I said, and let me do the... I'm working on, I guess this stew is one of the annoying bits. Everything else isn't too bad. These cosmic meatballs and the ultimate stew. are definitely a problem. So let me get going with this. Although we do get 4 from that, which makes it a little bit better. But yeah. We'll come back and I'll let you know what is annoying and what's not annoying. Alright, we are already into the first annoying bit. I finally had to get a mechanical squeezer. I've been really avoiding this. I didn't feel like doing this, but yeah, I set up that, and with that I actually had to get a Botania, not bonsai pot with a sapling in there to get the integrated dynamic stuff, and thankfully with a thing. I mean, it's super easy to get the stuff in there. But I needed to set up the mechanical squeezer for cocoa or chocolate for this chocolate donut. And luckily, a while ago, when I think I was going to do food as a mana source, I set up a trivection thing. Oh, I should get some speed upgrades in there. Yeah, so I have a place for all the food recipes that we are going to need. But I think that is one of many here. And as we can see, kind of annoying, but there we go. We got our chocolate donut. All right, moving on. Enchilada. Oh boy. This is this feels like busy work. I'm literally just shift clicking recipes into the thing over and over and over again. I mean, we did set up one little thing, but this is mostly just like, is tomato sauce just a tomato in that thing? No, it's a different. And plus, I'm like, I don't have any tomatoes. Where the heck do I get tomatoes? No, tomato seeds. Oh no, I don't want to have to do this. This makes me sad. Alright, I should probably go through them and see. See, look at this. Like, slice of pizza, you need... So then, okay, shift click. And then what do we need here? Alright, and then shift click. Cheese. Shift click. Milk. Shift click. Although I don't think I have cow essence. Alright, do I get cow essence? Is that what I do? I guess that's what I do. Alright. And I just do that 87 million times until we get everything. Beef stew. Shift click. Oh. Shift click. Oh man, all these things. I really have to get these. I have not. I've just voided all this stuff. We might have some of these seeds, but I have mostly voided all these drops from when I was clearing out all the terrain. Yeah, I just voided all this stuff. That's kind of annoying. Alright, still moving along. It is going a bit faster because as I kind of move along, I have more and more of the recipes in. So I have recipes for all that, thankfully. But yeah, it is a lot of shift clicking and getting seeds going. Which a lot of this stuff I had 4 or 5 seeds, like chrome seeds and stuff, but we don't need that many seeds anymore. I mean, it's getting voided at this point. So I never did end up moving this away from the base, which I probably should have, to be honest. Due to like lag. It's not really lag, it's like more like FPS drops when I'm in the center of the base. But yeah, just moving along. And I've gotten most of the seeds. So we got tomato, onion, all that. I was putting them in like big things and I realized that's kind of silly. So yeah, onion, tomato, corn, lettuce. Then I got the 3 essences for all the food. I figured it's just easier just to get them. I could probably just go kill a bunch with a looting sword and we should be fine. We don't need a whole lot of these, but might as well just, you know, do it. All right, so like all these, I already have 2. So it is speeding up a little bit, but definitely not a fan. It just it feels like eh. And you can see how long I've been going. What did we craft up, like 1,000 since I recorded last? I've been doing this for I think about an hour since the last time I recorded. So, all right, and then this is actually this is actually going much quicker. All right, so this one, that one I don't have everything for it, but sausage roll we do. I'm gonna leave this one. I'm just making sure I can craft everything. But like bottom bun, all right. Well, easy. Again though, shift click, shift click, shift click. Hot sauce. What do we think's in a hot sauce? Tomato and something. Oh, chili, because I don't have chili pepper. No, another dang seed. All right, I gotta go do that. Also, not looking towards the s'more thing, but all right, I should just do all the ones that I know I have everything for. Kebab, I have all this stuff. It's the ones that I don't. So we can knock these out really quick. We're good there. Taco. Do we think we have everything for it? Yeah. Spaghetti. Alright, most of this stuff now, I think we've gotten everything for it. There are a couple things, obviously. Now, I have got everything. Absolutely everything, including the ice cream sandwiches and all that stuff. Except for the 4 s'more ingot things. And you're like, oh, marshmallow, milk chocolate, that's easy. No, it is indeed not easy. Because this is all the things we need to get to make this thing. So basically we need milk chocolate and that. Well, if we start looking at this, marshmallow is liquid marshmallow, which is molten sugar, hydrated gelatin, which is water, and molten gelatin. And that is gelatin in a melter. So yeah, that alone needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five machines just for that. And then the other one is the same. Molten milk chocolate is milk with molten dark chocolate, which is molten sugar with molten unsweet chocolate, which is cocoa butter and chocolate liqueur. And that is ground cocoa nibs, which is roasted cocoa beans, which is regular cocoa beans. So we have everything. It is just a very long line of machines. Probably gonna throw it under here. Somewhere. I don't know. But we've done this before. We've done many lines of nuclear craft machines as easy, and this is no different. Alright, I think we'll put it back here. We might as well. Plenty of room. This is a bit annoying though. But we do need those there. I'm not moving that. Don't have access to a whole lot of channels over here, unfortunately. The way I have set that up. Actually, we have 10 channels on this line. I can just upgrade that, obviously, to dense. Also, I need to dig this out more. All right. Well, let me get to going here, and I guess we'll come back when I get that done. And then we'll just explain what I did. I don't think I'm going to show this building it. And we are just finishing this up. It's actually not too bad. Once you start breaking it down, you find out it is not as scary as it looks at first. So there we go. There is our milk chocolate. This one doesn't need energy. I just need to hook this up. And I think we'll go across from here. Looks a bit funny, but I needed to, well, I'll show it in a second. Just double check milk chocolate, oops, is in the A system. Yep. There we go, and that should be that. All right, easy peasy. All right, there we go. We got our force more something quad ingots, and it gives a whole ton of. Yeah, look at the saturation. Isn't that like totally wasted though? Is there like, I don't know if there's like any. Jeez, look at that. Takes up half my window. I mean, I guess that if you put that in a, I wonder if how much you get from a gourmet or whatever. One of these. Is that even like, is there even like a, there's probably like a limit to it anyway, isn't there? I'm kind of curious. Should I throw those? Should we throw this down and throw it on there? Oh, link. There we go. There we go. This will probably, well, hold on. Let me turn this off. This craziness that's going on underneath here. Right, there we go. Well, yeah, that didn't, I'm pretty sure there's like a limit to that, so that didn't do anything all that exciting, did it? Alright, well, that changes that plan. I'm like, well, I was debating whether or not to do that, and that answered that question. Alright, let's turn that back on because we are going crazy up there with all the runes. Okay, so this, I did the marshmallow and the milk chocolate. So we can see we use, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 machines. And, oh, no, 12 machines. And pretty much, pretty easy actually. So the melter gelatin, molten gelatin, mix that with water, get hydrated gelatin. Then we melt some sugar down, get molten sugar. Mix the molten sugar, hydrated gelatin together, get liquid marshmallow, turn the liquid marshmallow into ingots, or turn that into solids. So that is that bit. And basically I just use different color channels, and then there is a filter on 2 of them, just because I used sugar twice, so molten sugar. I didn't want stuff to get mixed up. So yeah, I threw 2 filters on that one. And then the other side is the chocolate. So we have our ground cocoa nibs turned into chocolate liquor. Also ground cocoa nibs in, yeah, the fluid extractor. That gives us cocoa butter. There is a thing here as well, which I'm pumping, this cocoa solids, I'm just pumping that into the A system. That is going directly in there. It's basically brown dye. So we got our cocoa butter, we got our chocolate liquor, we mix those 2 together to get molten unsweetened chocolate. We mix that with sugar to get molten dark chocolate. So there is the sugar over there. It goes in there to get our molten dark chocolate. Then I mix molten dark chocolate with milk. And the way I'm getting milk is right here in a fluid transposer. I'm crafting up these buckets with the cow essence that we are getting. And just putting a thing on there. I don't think the acceleration card is needed because these don't stack, as we can see. But that basically empties the bucket, and then the bucket is pulled out, and the empty bucket is pulled out, put it back in the A system right there. So that's how we're getting our milk. I was debating whether doing cow in a jar, but this is quicker, and we set up cow essence, so I'm like, let's use that. So, molten dark chocolate, milk, molten milk chocolate, and that's put into an ingot former. Get the milk chocolate there. So, yeah, not too bad. Also really fun. Well, it's fun when you have everything, all the machines auto-crafting, then it's fun. When you are just starting out and you need to like handcraft a lot of this, all these fluid mixers and stuff, that can get annoying. But once you can just auto-craft all that stuff, it's fun, and you have AE all up and running. So there we go. That was kind of similar to Rocket Fuel, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a little bit more complicated with the things. Yeah, but there is that. So I think, turn around here. I think that is our cosmic. I could spell, holy cow. Cosmic meatballs? And I do have like one of everything already. Oh, the super energy drinks. You can do these in the mixer, the assembly machine. That requires water. I don't have an open thing, so I just said I'm going to do it the less efficient way in a thing. I think it uses... Oh, it doesn't do anything different. It just uses a water bucket. I thought you got like double the thing, but yeah. But other than that, everything is good to go. You. Let's do that. Did it work? Yes, I think it's doing it in one of these. I think it's this one. Yeah, cosmic meatballs. All right, so there is that, and then the next one is the ultimate stew. I have that, and we should be able to do this. I've got a recipe for this cactus juice, which is easy. With the cactus, nature seeds, nature essence. So awesome. But should do that in there. That is going to turn a bunch of those nuggets. That should be working over here, right? Yeah, there we go. That's turning that into nuggets. I don't remember. Nuggets is this one, isn't it? The DT fuel or whatever. Which we are good. Also, something quantum, isn't it like an entangleoper or something? And entangle, this one, quantum entangleoper can transfer gases. I totally forgot about that. So the way I did it with the Undertank, we could have just used a quantum entangle porter to transfer the stuff over, and I wouldn't have had to done it this way, but it's set up. Doesn't matter anymore. I feel like I have used that in the past, and I couldn't get it to work, but maybe I'm misremembering. So, all right, there we go. There is our ultimate stew. Now that's even better than the s'mores. That is 400 saturation. But isn't that like totally wasted? Because you can only hold so much. Maybe there's uses for 400 saturation. Okay, so Infinity Catalyst. Other than the singularities, Are we good? And I'm probably, the first one I'm going to do, I'm probably going to craft up each individual thing just to make sure everything works. All right, as we can see, there are a few things on here that I don't have automatically crafted. These neodymium things are a bit annoying, actually. Quantum entangled singularity. I'm probably just going to craft up a bunch of those. Sure, 32, more than we need. Tiny TNT, a thing. Yeah. We'll do that. I'll just craft up these. I'm not going to automate this. I don't think there is any point. I guess we use a button. Sure. And how about right here in the rain? Let me turn this off. Such a cute little explosion. No, that didn't work. Tiny TNT not do that? Alright, we'll do regular TNT. I thought the tiny TNT would work with these, but maybe not. Oh, how did that? That was weird. Alright, try this again. Try this again. Alright, am I misremembering how these turn into the quantum ones? Yeah, apparently that is not a thing. I'm like, isn't that usually how you do that? Alright, maybe this is... Maybe this helps with the weird MBT whatever. Alright, well, I should have looked. Alright, we'll put that back. So, Ender Eye Dust, do I have this? Don't think so. Nope. It is kind of funny, this is a Tech Reborn recipe, but there's no Tech Reborn way to create it. Just noticing that. Maybe that's like an explosion thing. Where is my... Is that it? Yes, this is it. All right, there we go. Let's switch this out. I haven't used this in a long time. The implosion compressor, so... There we go. Alright, so that, few more things on this, but I think we can pretty much get an Infinity Catalyst. Should we try that and see if we get the thing running? Let me just do recipes for the rest of this stuff. That is a bit annoying. But other than that, everything, I think we're good. Okay, I am just finishing up the last thing we need here. I'm just throwing it right here just because I was just working over here, and I have some channels on this. Basically, this is... And my base is getting big, isn't it? I need to do this. So it's that, and then I manually just crafted up a bunch of them. Here, I think this is enough. I did a stack of the pure Yag, and then I threw a stack of the neodymium in, because we have 7,000. Alright, so a stack of that should be fine. I don't even really need to make a recipe for this now that I'm looking at it. But, I mean, it took about 5 seconds to do this. But basically, we just melt down the thing and then crystallize it again. Just need to do this. All right, so is that... Yep, there we go. It went so quick. Barely even saw it. Okay, so that should be everything. The only thing... There's 2 things I haven't got fully automated yet. Well, it's fully automated. The problem with the crystal matrix is the forge requires empowered oil and liquid starlight, but I also need ultimate ingots, and some of those, as we know, like Mirian, also goes in that forge, which requires molten base and molten cobalt. So those recipes clash. So I have gone ahead and crafted them separately, but I think I may even craft up I'll probably craft up another forge, to be honest, solely for the crystal matrix. I've never gotten around to doing that, but I think I should finally do that, especially if I'm going to be crafting up 20 more blocks of these. It's just going to make life much easier. So I got that, and the final thing that I don't have fully automated is this Hellfire Forge. Like this blood infused diamond is extremely annoying to craft up. We need blood infused blocks, blood infused glowstone, weak activation crystals, lava crystals. Also, be careful with some of these recipes. They get a bit funny with the Archmage orbs, or the orbs in general. So what I did was craft up a brand new one that is not linked to me. So that one's obviously we right-clicked it and linked it to ourselves. So I made one that is not linked because I was having issues with MBT data and stuff like that. So just be careful with that. But that should be absolutely everything that we need for the Infinity Cows. I have the singularities. They're just in the chest underneath. I haven't thrown them in the A system yet, but we do have everything for that. Unfortunately, we are out of time, so we will have to do the Infinity Catalyst. We'll craft it up next episode, and we will get our Infinity Ingot. And yeah, that'll be next episode. So I can't believe we're there, actually. I really can't. I can't believe we're at the Infinity Ingot. It's been a long journey. Been really fun. But anyway, we'll do that more next week. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.